Right guys, we have new details regarding the Pro Apple Watch, so of course, let's delve into it. So to begin with, we have cases for the Apple Watch Pro that have leaked, and this shows us a pretty interesting design because many of us have been expecting this to get a completely flat design like of course we were expecting the Series 7 to get, but that's not the case with these cases. It does suggest that this design might be curved around the sides, and there's a flat display on the top. In fact, credible source Uncle Pan says the Pro Watch is not square in the traditional sense, but a new form factor, so this does tie into what Gurman told us. He also thought there would not be a flat design, but instead a new design that was different from the Series 7, so this is exactly that. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is going to be similar in design to the new MacBooks, where the sides are flatter than the other watches, but it's still pretty curved, and this could be for extra comfort when wearing the watch. Since do remember, a fully flat design might dig into your wrist, and that would not be comfortable for the athletes wearing this for hours on end when exercising, so of course, comfort should be a main focus with this watch, hence why the design's not completely flat. Anyways, we also have cutouts on the sides of the case. The ones on the right are for the crown and the side button, which of course are larger on this watch, but there are other cutouts on the left sides, and one of them seems like an additional button. Now initially I thought this could be a button that could be customized and could give you quick access to, of course, an application or feature on the watch. Then someone else suggested that maybe it's a Touch ID sensor on the sides, and that has been rumored in the past, so maybe that could be the case. But I think it's more realistic we're getting larger grills for the speakers and one extra mic on the left of the case. Actually, quick update regarding this, Gurman has now confirmed my first theory, and this is actually going to be a customizable button that of course can open any Apple feature on the watch. And actually, many rugged watches from companies like Garmin also have physical buttons on the sides, since athletes do prefer that for quick access to workouts, and so yeah, we could see that with this watch. There are also new case leaks that support this, so yes, dismiss all the other theories I make in the video about the cutout because it's now been confirmed that it's going to be a customizable button on the left. Also, while case makers don't usually get information regarding this, I do think the case colours could point towards the colours we're going to see with this watch. Particularly the dark blue / purple could of course match the new iPhone 14 Pro colour, that would be great. But ultimately I'm sure these are guesses from the case makers and not confirmation we're going to see these colours. And for those wondering why I'm so confident about a flat display, do notice there is a ridge around the display of the watch, and so that could signify that of course the display is going to be flat and might get ceramic shield, which will improve the durability of the watch, and that's pretty key for an outdoor watch. And by the way, there are now Apple Watch Pro clones that could give us a rough indication of the design, though I do want to say the display on the front curves slightly around the edges, which I don't think is going to be the case. If we do see ceramic shield, it's going to be completely flat on the front and won't curve around the sides. But the actual body of the watch could be right, since of course we are still expecting slightly rounder edges. Anyways, 91 Mobiles also shares CADs of the Apple Watch Pro, and this does align with the cases for the most part. We see the flat display on the front with the rounder casing, but there are some other details. For example, the crown and the side button on the right are further protruding from the actual case of the watch. I'm not a big fan of this design, but maybe it makes it easier to press it when, of course, athletes are out and about. But anyways, on the left we do see that button, but it does look pretty flush, which makes me think that maybe this is a millimeter wave antenna instead. Also, the speaker is above this cutout, and it's pretty tiny actually compared to the much larger grille that we have with the Series 7, so I'm worried about the speakers on the watch, but hopefully they're decent. Anyways, 91 Mobiles also says this is going to be a 49mm watch. That's a massive increase, and also we should see exclusive straps for this watch as expected. Though do remember that Gurman has told us existing bands should still work with this watch, it just won't be a perfect fit. The bezels, by the way, are thinner on the front, and we are probably getting a new charging puck for this much larger case. Anyways, let's now delve into the upgrades we can expect with the Series 8 and this Pro Apple Watch. So beginning with the Series 8, it's more of an S year this year since, of course, the Series 7 was a massive redesign. So what upgrades can we expect with this year's watch? Well, to begin with, the flagship feature is going to be a new body temperature sensor that, of course, should give you notifications to alert you if you do have a low or high temperature. So this could be useful for identifying if you have COVID. Anyways, as for the other features, we should see a low power mode on the Apple Watch, which could give us multiple days of battery life. And by the way, this is not coming to older watches. For some reason, Apple's limiting software features to the new watches, which is disappointing news. Anyways, the display should be brighter with the Series 8. We're also technically getting a new chip in this, which should be called the S8 chip, but in reality will be a rebranded version of the S7 chip, which was a rebranded version of the S6. Anyways, in terms of color choices and material choices, there is going to be a reduction in that. So no more titanium for the regular Series 8, and also less colors with the aluminium models. And while less colors do suck, I'm assuming Apple's doing this to simplify Apple Watch production so that, of course, they can produce these watches faster. But now let's move on to the big upgrade with the Apple Watch range, and that is the Apple Watch Pro. So this is going to replace the existing edition watches, meaning it's going to be pretty expensive. In fact, rumors do point towards a $1,000 price, so yeah, this is definitely for a niche market. But we should see a new design with a flat display on the top, also better durability with a titanium case and ceramic shield on the front, and also more fitness features within the OS, like of course additional complications for the larger watch face. Also, we are going to get major battery improvements. This could last 1 week on a single charge, which would be a massive upgrade. And so yeah, I can see professional athletes buying this, and of course those wanting the best Apple Watch. Anyways, that's about it guys, but of course tell me your thoughts regarding this report in the comments. Anyways, thank you for watching guys, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. Check out the link above on details regarding the iPhone 14 series, and on that note, see ya peeps.